morning, everyone who joining us from online. Thank you for joining us today. I'm excited to delve into our topic, who I'm Mr. Fry to provide you with the ultimate insight into Indonesian journey through coffee. Uh, so I mentioned I'm Gunawan from DGIP, Directorate Trademark and Geographical Indication. Okay. In Indonesia, we have a legal basis about the protection for GI. Providing regarding GI Indonesia are regulated in Law Number 20, 2016, concerning about trademark and geographical indication. And second is Government Regulation Number 51, 2007, concerning GI. This is the oldest one. And third is Minister of Law and Human Rights Number 12, 2019, concerning GI, and Minister of Law and Human Rights Number 10, 2022, concerning amendment to Minister Law of Human Rights Number 12, 2019, concerning of GI. This is our GR national logo. Before this logo, we have the oldest one. The color is yellow and blue. I think it's similar with the GI logo from AU. So we just changed with the Indonesian logo, the Indonesian nationality with the white and red. So this is very, very Indonesian. As a GI, we are start in 2007. Is for legal basis about the government regulation number 51 2007, and the first product is the coffee from Bali. The name of GI is Kopi Arabica Kintamani Bali, who was registered since 2008. I think this is involving with the French government, with the Shirat, and coffee from Indonesia expert is Surip Mawardi. I think French will be known well for him. Until now, in September 2024, we have already registered 164. I think less than from Thailand, but we doing well about for register for GI because some applications still process. And then we have 15 product from abroad, including from Thailand. We have three kind of GI: Lamput Brokat Thai Silk, and then second is Sangyon Mau Patalung Rice, and Kau Komali Tung Kolar Ronghai. Sorry if the spelling is not correct in Thailand, because it's not usually be in Indonesia. And then we have 149 local GI from Indonesia. In 149, we have 56 are the coffee products. 56 coffee product. We have Arabica coffee in the highland, and second is Robusta coffee in the lowland, and the Liberica or Excelsa. We have 3 or 4 kind coffee already registered as GI. Maybe all you can show about the graphic. Each year we have registered as a GI for the coffee product specialty. In 2024 is the year we already registered egg product for coffee, which is the year with the most GI coffee registered so far. And this year too, for your information, DGIP from Indonesia has designed for the GI thematic years. So we talk about the GI in this year. So how the protection of GI is very, very massive, and in now we have about almost 30 product GI registered in this year. I think it's the most registered GI in a several year in Indonesia. So previously we saw the logo from Indonesia. This is a national logo. So for using this national logo, the main requirement is must be registered as a GI, and then comply with the book of specification or book of requirement, or in Indonesia called document of description. I think it's same, just different name, but the substantively is same with a code of practice. I think the slide is not clearly show this the right, because when we talk about the history of coffee in Indonesia, the entry coffee to Indonesia cannot be separated from Dutch colonialism. Since 1696, the Dutch is brought the coffee seed from Malabar, India, to Java, to Indonesia. 1696. I read the reference from document of the description about the coffee protection. Several mention about the same process about the coffee entry to Indonesia. From Java Island, they'll be spread throughout to Indonesia. The Kulturstelsel, the Dutch colonialism, is system that require each village to set aside 20% of its island to plant export commodities, including coffee, cacao, and several products. I think Indonesia is blessed with the geographical location that is very suitable for use of coffee plantation. Indonesian location is ideal for the microclimate for coffee growth and production. That's how the Dutch colonialism very long in Indonesia, almost 300 years in Indonesia. They are growing about the coffee history in Indonesia, because we have proof and evidence about the plantation or the plant of coffee already 100 years old. This is for Robusta coffee. Several in area we have Arabica. They can find the plant already almost even more than 100 years. This is just one of two pictures for evidence. Indonesia Coffee and Cocoa Research Institute Indonesia. We cooperate with this laboratory to test coffee sample as a requirement contain the description of document. Currently, coffee analysis is carried out to Indonesian Coffee and Cacao Research Institute. This place is Java from Jember resident. At this place, the analysis carried out to a physical quality analysis. Physical analysis quality based on Indonesian national standard. So we'll be test about the physical. Is this more defect or less defect? Just mention about the quality. The next is will be test for organoleptic. I think cupping test for coffee doing in this place. So you can know about how the aroma, how the taste, about the flavor and the others. This is the place who will be in charge about the quality and about the coffee. So this place can know about this is coffee sample from which region, and then this laboratory can analyze about the nutrient of the soil and the place who grows the coffee, if Arabica, Robusta, or even Liberica. As you can see the picture, this is the coffee plantation. The place where coffee planted in Indonesia is very greatly. Some are planted in area with altitude above 1,000 meter above sea level. This is the better for Arabica kind. Which is generally Arabica, while area below 1,000 meter, this is better for Robusta coffee. The set plan is coffee plantation is also grateful, including production plant, even the durian, and the other fruit plantation. And then they will be planting for shading. The plant can be used for other purpose. Even for the coffee plantation located in area bordering with the forest, the shade plant are also planted into the form of plants that can be prevent landslide, erosion, and also for reforestation. So the issue about the deforestation can be answered with this kind of plantation, because for coffee plantation we need shading. Cannot be growth without shading. Too much light from sun is not good for the plantation. This is the coffee plantation too, because we must pruning the plantation. The the height not higher than us, because too easier to harvesting the fruit. This is the harvest process, handpicked with the farmer to make sure the quality is the best. The red cherry must pick and then sortation by hand. So uh, they use it, the water. If we drown it will be processed. If we floating, it will be separate, because the quality is, I think, it's not good. So must process separate with the drowning. The next process is sometimes we have process, natural process, wet process. So we must pulp the cherry and then drying with the sun drying, even with solar drying. So uh, this is make sure about the contaminant will be avoid by material should not be present in the coffee process. So this is uh, the best process, because several places is still using sun drying in the street, even hidden by truck, hidden by car, even motorcycle. So this is the best practice to drying the coffee. The coffee producers are ready to process according to consumer needed. This is a green bean, and sometimes they separate with the single bean, because the coffee have two bean, and we can see the single bean, or the we call the coffee lanang, coffee is different, because in generally coffee have half bean, but in left side we can see the whole bean, one single bean. Okay, and the left we can see Around the area GI product are registered. Many shop and coffee shop are growing with a couple with the tourism. They can enjoy the coffee in the area of the coffee plantation. So can see the viewing about the area with the coffee plantation and can drink coffee or the other products. For the sample, we have called GI for Kopi Arabica Sumatra Kerinci. This is from Jambi province. They are already increased the price since registered as a GI. Before GI, only 40,000 until 60,000 rupiahs in rupiahs. But after GI, they increase the price until 130,000 per kilo rupiahs. And then the domestic market, they have increased too, almost 200 coffee in Indonesia. And the international market, they have until Europe, Korea, Australia, and America. But this is done by the GI owner, but the commitment, many improvement and maintaining quality, guaranteeing our consumer a traceability code, strictly provision in the production of process. Because if they're not guarantee the consumer, it's nothing for the increasing the prices and the others one. This is the map of coffee already registered in GI in Indonesia, because Indonesia is country that has quite a lot of active volcano. Active volcano, which many call the Ring of Fire in Indonesia, starting from Sumatra Island until Papua, we have coffee. This is also reason why there are many fertile area to are good to planting coffee. The Dutch a long time ago have identified this is a long time ago. This is a GI logo products. Each product have a logo for the GI, so they can place this is in the packaging, so the consumer knowing about the GI from each coffee registers a GI. This is Arabica coffee. This is a logo. We have 29 product with their respective logo from Arabica Kintamani, and then we have the last one is Kopi Arabica Seko Luwu Utara, and then next is Robusta coffee. We have 23 kind of Robusta coffee from the first one is Lampung, and the last one is Kopi Robusta Sungai Penuh from Jambi province. And then this is a 4 Liberica and Excelsa, 3 Liberic, 1 is Excelsa coffee. The challenge is the coffee plantation is very high, because the area is the slope is the level is very high. With the certain level of slope, it will be difficult to pass by vehicle, so you must be walk to reach the plantation. And then limited vehicle, so sometimes the limited area without the vehicle is good, so we have open pickup, we can use it to reach the area. Okay, even like this road, the normal motorcycle, even the cross motorcycle cannot use it. You must modify it with the chains, chain wrap the tires. The slope is more than 55 degree. You can see the modification of motorcycle. We sit the front of the motorcycle rider, like the woman in here in the middle. If that don't use it for person, they're using for the harvesting cherry. Even they bring the woods, the big woods, with the motorcycle. It's very extremely. Sometimes have a victim for this process. Yeah, will be dying when we trying to very hard. It's very dangerous to process this coffee. And then the poor roads of our infrastructure. Sometimes the main road cannot be hard because this road crossing the national forest, so cannot be doing well for the infrastructure. So this is the condition. If we during the rainy season, it will be taking even longer with a lot of mud on and watery road. We bicycling about 6 hours, and if rainy season will be more than 6 hours because we must get down from motorcycle and walking again and go right again. That doing over and over. This is a condition several area in the coffee production. Okay, just for conclusion, Indonesia GI coffee will continue to grow as the registration still a process. We have several GI application for the coffee, still unprocessed in substantive examination. We will visiting the area who mentioned the production of coffee. And then the increasingly massive growth of the coffee shop around the GI's coffee area, I think is the for the impact about the protection of GI. Even in the area is already have a visiting tourism. Okay, I think this is for me. Thank you very much.